When we think of the most expensive materials in the world, of course some materials will come to our mind. However, it may be surprising to find some ingredients on the list that you did not expect. First of all, we must say that some factors such as the methods of obtaining the materials, their purity, availability in nature, and process ability affect the price of the materials. Now let's look at this list of expensive materials from the lowest price to the most expensive. 14. Saffron. Saffron, in the form of reddish strips, is a very useful spice with healing properties that you know from rice dishes. Saffron is obtained by hand collecting from the flowers of the saffron crocus. It is more valuable than other spices. The price of 1 gram of bile is $11. 13. Scandium. Scandium, a lightweight, metallic and silvery white material with a high melting point, is a potentially useful material for space travel due to its properties. It is compared to aluminum due to its lightness, but its melting point is much higher. This material, which can be considered quite expensive, costs $270 per gram. 12. Rhodium. Rhodium is a rare and silvery white metal from the platinum metal group. This metal, with its high corrosion resistance, reflective properties, and ability to catalyze chemical reactions, is an important material in the automotive industry. It is especially widely used in automobile catalytic converters. Rhodium costs around $425 per gram. 11. Plutonium. Plutonium is a radioactive, silvery gray metal obtained from the nuclear decay of uranium, generating approximately 1/3 of the energy of nuclear fission. Although rare, it is possible to find it naturally. It is used in nuclear reactors, as fuel in space travel, and for long-lasting energy needs in satellites. Plutonium costs $4,000 per gram and is quite heavy. 10. Scorpion venom. As it is known, scorpions use their poison for defense against animals that attack them and to kill their prey. Not every scorpion species has lethal venom for humans. There are 25 species of venomous scorpions that are dangerous. The protein found in scorpion venom can be used to relieve pain in multiple sclerosis, rheumatoid arthritis, and inflammatory bowel disease. Although the price of scorpion venom varies depending on the scorpion type, amount of venom, and purity, the gram of scorpion deathstalker venom is approximately $9,750. 9. Taaphyta. Next is a very rare and precious stone in lavender, pink, violet, red, and white colors. Taaphyta is a mineral from the beryl family known for its spectacular beauty and rarity. The main source of this very rare precious stone is Tanzania. Collectors are willing to pay huge amounts of money for this gemstone. Taaphyta costs approximately $2,000 per gram. 8. Tritium. Tritium is a very heavy hydrogen isotope, and its application area is very wide. It is used in the production of self-luminous devices in fields such as exit signs, clock dials, clock hands, things that glow in the dark, and biomedical. Since tritium is radioactive, it has the ability to emit glow without a power source. Considering the scarcity and complex production process of this gas, it costs approximately $3,000 per gram. 7. Serendibite. Serendibite is an extremely rare, very expensive silicate mineral found in 20 locations around the world. The highest quality ones are mined in Myanmar and Sri Lanka. What makes it so expensive is its use in the jewelry industry, its rarity, and its limited supply. Although prices vary, 1 gram of serendibite is approximately $9,000. 6. Grandidierite. Next up, another gemstone. Grandidierite is one of the rarest gemstones in the world, colored deep blue-green or dark green. It is found only in Madagascar and Sri Lanka, but the main deposit of this stone is Sri Lanka. That's why it is considered more valuable by collectors. The majority of these gemstones undergo processes such as heating at high temperatures and oiling the stones to improve their color and clarity. However, grandidierite does not need to undergo any processing to look impressive. The untreated version looks very nice. The price of 1 gram of grandidierite is $100,000. 5. Painite. Painite, an orange to reddish-brown colored and darkly opaque mineral, is extremely rare, so much so that it is considered the rarest mineral in the world. It contains calcium, aluminum, zirconium, boron, and oxygen in its structure. Its discovery was in Myanmar in the 1950s. It was initially thought to be a ruby. However, it was later revealed that it was a different mineral. Painitin, which is quite expensive and popular as jewelry, costs approximately $300,000 per gram. 4. Diamond. Diamond consists of carbon and is the hardest substance with a hardness of 10 Mohs. Natural diamonds, which form in the depths of the earth after millions of years, depending on factors such as pressure and temperature, are extremely rare stones. The rarest blue ones are found in South Africa, Australia, and India. Features such as rarity, purity, and color are the factors that determine the prices of diamonds, and prices vary depending on these. Diamonds, which are very popular as jewelry, can range in price from $7,500 per gram to over $500,000. 3. Californium. Californium is a radioactive, silvery white, rare, and artificial chemical element. The element, which was first synthesized at the University of California in 1950, got its name from here. The element has 10 known isotopes. The most common isotope is californium-252, and it has the ability to produce intense neutron radiation. Its radioactivity feature allows it to be used in many areas. It is used in the production of various types of detectors in industry, in the treatment of cancer tumors, in medicine, in oil exploration, in scientific applications, and in neutron radiography. Californium has been considered the most expensive chemical element. The cost of synthesis is quite high due to its production and process. The price of californium is between $25 and $27 million per gram. 2. Endohedral fullerene. Next is a material that is thought to have great benefits. Fullerenes with additional atoms, ions, or clusters within their inner spheres are called endohedral fullerenes. It was named after its discoverer, Buckminster Fuller. Fullerenes are an allotrope of carbon, like graphite and diamond. There are 2 types of endohedral fullerenes: metal fullerenes and non-metal doped fullerenes. Although atomic clocks are the most accurate timekeeping technology, they are quite large. This material can be used to make extremely accurate atomic clocks. Current GPS technology works accurately up to 1 to 5 meters, but a miniaturized atomic clock could refine this accuracy to within 1 millimeter. Endohedral fullerenes can encapsulate other atoms, such as nitrogen, in their cage-like structure. However, it is very difficult to produce. The cost per gram of endohedral fullerenes is $145 million to $167 million. 1. Antimatter. Antimatter consists of antiparticles that have opposite electrical charges and other properties, unlike the matter we know. Antimatter is produced at the Large Hadron Collider at CERN, and when it comes into contact with matter, it annihilates, releasing enormous amounts of energy. It is enormously challenging to produce and maintain, considering manpower and time. It is planned to be produced as fuel for spacecraft and for use in medicine. Antimatter is considered the most expensive substance in the world due to its very high energy requirement for its production. 1 gram of antimatter costs between $62.5 and $100 trillion, but it has been produced in very small quantities.